is Lyman Lake. That's where we're staying. Here's the campground. I called ahead. They said they had plenty of spaces. You just can't reserve the day of. We're heading home from the solar eclipse in Austin, Texas, and we have a few more days to check off another of Arizona's 34 state parks and 2 of Arizona's lesser-known national monuments.
In 1.2 miles, the destination is on your right.
First, Lyman Lake State Park, where we left you in our last video. It's the easternmost park in the state and turned out to have a delightful hike with petroglyphs at every turn. Before we head out from here, we're going to go do a little 1.7 mile hike just to get some steps in, and then we're going up to some more ruins. And then we have one more. Let's see, tonight, this is Thursday. We'll have Friday night, and then we're going to head home on Saturday. Change of plans. We're going to go see the petroglyphs. The camping fees for this campground are $35 for water, sewer, and electric, $30 for water and electric, and $25 without anything, but they do have showers. They have a dump station. The water is not potable, and that's because of high iron content, but you can still hook up and use it for washing and that sort of thing. We had a great night's sleep, slept right through the night. It was so quiet and peaceful out here. And I love a campground that has a hike right from your campsite. Keep your eyes peeled because they're just all over these rocks here. And look at this one with those squigglies. Being serenaded by a dog. Wow. This is an impressive area. Look at that. Yeah, that looks like a foot with a big toe. Amazing. And we're the only ones out here. This is super cool. Want to go up or you want to go down? Okay, we might have to come back down again. Or maybe it makes a circle. Let me look at the map. Yep, it circles, does a big loop. We just come around this corner and there's snow on this peak in the distance. And I wanted to share an app that I use to figure out the names of peaks. It's called Peak Finder. And I'll record this so you guys can see what it looks like. There, I'm gonna record my screen and then I'll overlay it. But it's called Esquidilla Mountain. It's 10,913 feet. Anyway, it's kind of a neat app to have. I don't know what kind of fish are in this lake, but there is a sign down there that says pregnant women and children regarding catfish. Children shouldn't eat more than
2.5 ounces a month. And there's one fish you shouldn't eat at all, and I've forgotten the name of it.
So, yeah, you can fish here, but you might want to throw them back in.
Yeah, the ones with 3 eyes are okay. Just avoid the 4-eyed fish.
See if I can catch one jumping. Oh, there it goes. I got it. do recommend a walking stick, because some of these parts are really steep. John, trail's up here. I bagged my peak for the day.
She's on top of the world.
We missed that cave. We're gonna go check it out. Keep your eyes peeled or you miss all kinds of stuff around here. We were just chatting with a couple that was having difficulty finding the petroglyphs. And the truth is they are everywhere. You just have to have a sharp eye. Some of them are highly eroded, so they're harder to see. So that was a super cool trail. I highly recommend, if you have all trails, to use the, download the map so that you can see, because it meanders so many places. And do it early in the morning, because it's going to get hot out here. Got to change my clothes. Got to put on what I had on yesterday. You did, because I got a record of you, John. It's time to head toward Flagstaff and find a dispersed campsite near our next stop, Sunset Crater National Monument. Unfortunately, many of the campgrounds at higher elevations, such as Benito Campground, don't open until early May, but there are lots of options in the National Forest along Highway 89, east of the San Francisco Peaks. Right. I think we'll walk up this hill and see what we can see. Get cell service. And also get a view of the San Francisco Peaks. Just wanted to check the weather to see how cold it would get overnight, and it's only going to go to 42. And we're just about a mile from not Meteor Crater, but Sunset Crater. So we might do that in the morning and then go up to see the ruins, because it's clouding up here. There were a couple of really choice spots along that road that we came in on. They had a wonderful view of the San Francisco Peaks, so you'd have internet service and all of that, but they were taken. Maybe next time. Got some sun rising over the hill. It's 7 o'clock. Gonna have breakfast and then head off to Sunset Crater. And John's back there. I told him to mute the music because he's playing all my favorites.
Cherish from the association.
Yes, Cherish and Secret Agent Man. The only one he's missing is Moon River.
Yeah, I don't know if I have the stomach for that this morning.
It's my all-time favorite.
It was on yesterday and you didn't even notice.
Oh, I had my earphones on.
Oh.
Editing. Whew. That's not easy. John's filming me. Okay. That was a great spot to camp last night. There was not a single car went by the whole time we were there. And absolutely no wind, just perfectly still. It was great. Now let's get over this hump, and we're, I think, 2 miles from Sunset Crater. And here is the other primo spot. So they're basically 2 spots with views. Wow, that is some chunky lava.
It's Hawaii.
Yeah, it looks like Hawaii. Only 900 years ago that thing blew. That looks very much like the Eastern Sierra. Sunset Crater Volcano National Monument was established in 1930 as a result of public outcry. A Hollywood film company was making plans to detonate explosives on the side of the volcano to create an avalanche for Zane Grey's motion picture Avalanche. While I love learning the facts and figures, the geology and biology of a place, it is the human stories like this one that stay with us. I'm laughing at myself because I took volcanology in college and I don't remember much. Two main lava flows erupted from the base of the volcano. Both consist of the ropey type of lava called pahoehoe, found near the vent, and the rough, clinkery type called aa, found further away. Aa lava, super rough, scratchy stuff. There are a number of short hikes within the park, but climbing to the crater's rim has been prohibited since 1973 in order to preserve the site for future generations. No sledding. That's just not the kind of sign you expect to see out here. Wow, the cold air coming out of here. That could keep your house air conditioned. I can't see. But there is another human story to Sunset Crater that is even more fascinating. The cone erupted in 1085 AD when the Sanawa people were living in pit houses within the San Francisco volcanic field in an area containing 600 volcanic structures. Earthquakes would have preceded the eruption, giving them advanced warning to leave the area. Archaeologists know this because they discovered pit houses buried in ash and empty of personal items. They have also found impressions of corn cobs and stalks in pieces of basalt. The Sanawa would have watched an eruption column 65,000 feet in height that deposited ash over 270 square miles, an eruption similar in size to Mount St. Helens. They have a really good movie that they show in the visitor center. I would definitely recommend it. And now we've picked up the information after the hike in a booklet. John's telling me about his bike ride that he did. I did not join him on this one. It was the Grand Canyon to Mexico back in the 80s, probably, mid-80s. And he's telling me how he bonked on this drive, this particular one. Where did you start on that day?
Cameron, Arizona.
Okay, they started in Cameron.
Which is the east end of the Grand Canyon.
And you probably spent the night at that group campground that's Sunset Crater. Okay. And he did the side trip up to Wupatki.
Yes. The wind was blowing 40 miles an hour in your face, gusts to 60. Some cyclists got pushed over in the wind. It was so bad.
Wow.
And as you can see, it's straight uphill for 10 miles, 12 miles.
We're looking down on the painted desert. Wupatki National Monument. 14 miles from Sunset Crater is Wupatki National Monument. Established in 1924, it preserves numerous ancient Puebloan ruins dating back to 500 AD. The largest pueblo is a multi-story structure with around 100 rooms, a community room, and a ball court that's believed to have housed up to 300 people. Extensive trading networks existed between communities, with artifacts such as shells, turquoise, and macaw feathers from as far away as the Pacific Coast and Mesoamerica. I was telling John, we just took that picture, and there's nobody in it. This place is unbelievable. Yes. And there's a petroglyph. So we bought the guidebook, and that's how we knew about the petroglyph, because you probably wouldn't see it otherwise. Or it's down here. This is a special place. Amazing. ceremonial room. Wow. Such beautiful rocks. So gorgeous. Okay. Number 7 says this room had an innovative air circulation system to allow for an indoor fire. Stone-lined ventilation. So that doorway, John, was created by the sheep herders. They're the ones that expanded that doorway.
Moon, I'm there soon. I'm leaving quite early.
Look at that.
Tomorrow morning.
This is gorgeous. This particular ball court is the most northerly ball court in the ancient Southwest. Blowholes and earth cracks are geologically rare phenomena that occur relatively frequently within Wupatki National Monument. They're part of a regional system of underground caverns.
Shooting star, I'm without a safety net.
It says park rangers once lived in this pueblo. The 2 rooms above you were reconstructed to house employees during the 30s. So there are 2 original beams. They've been in place for 800 years. That was fabulous. We got a twofer today. Now there's another ruin we're going to go down and check out. 2.5 miles from the visitor center is Wupatki Pueblo, an 8-room structure built between the early 1100s and mid-1200s. It was 3 stories tall and still contains original wood beams from the roof and ceiling structure. Once again, we're the only ones here. This is amazing. If you're interested in a short scenic walk in volcano country, then check out the Doni Trail. It begins at the Doni picnic area and climbs to the top of a volcanic cone with panoramic views and 2 small prehistoric ruins. About half the size of Wupatki, the citadel is strategically located on the top of a small cinder cone overlooking an impressive limestone sinkhole. This location provided the occupants with a strategic location for hunting and farming cotton. The smaller structure at the base of the citadel was used as the monument headquarters into the 1930s. Seems like every time we arrive, everybody leaves. The Wupatki National Monument contains over 800 ancient ruins. Most are inaccessible. It's believed that as many as 3,000 people once occupied the area. It's been suggested that the volcanic eruption of Sunset Crater created an ultra-fertile soil which led to a population boom and ultimately a cultural melting pot. A petroglyph in the area depicts falling volcanic dust and possibly a migration of people. 10 miles from the visitor center are the Box Canyon ruins. The pueblos here are built next to shear-walled earth cracks. They're the result of settling and faulting in the Kaibab Formation. beautiful clouds. Well, this is it, guys. This is the end of the line for this video. Oh, look at those. Wow. We'll be home tomorrow, and this is where we're staying, right off of 95. And somebody left a bunch of junk, but it's been a spectacular trip. Thanks for coming along with us, and got a lot to do before we head off on June 2nd for the East Coast, or for wherever we're going.